Hello out there, YouTube. Welcome back to another edition of Great Mowers and More. My name is Greg. Today on the channel, we have a very special mower here. I'm told this is a 1 year only Buttercup 1970. I forget what the model number is, 3002, 3007, somewhere in there. I'll have to look it back up again to tell you. Probably put it in the title of the video or whatever. But anyway, 1 year only Buttercup. Now the Buttercup series, I think they ran through 62, 65, 70 or something like that. They're kind of rare. They're very unique. As you can tell, they're not lawnboy green. As you can tell from this one, the back wheels are not correct. Now, from what I'm told, the guy that owned this was a Sears repairman. That's what he did. So these look like they're off a newer Craftsman mower to me. The bolts are still correct because you can tell they have the nuclear green wheels on the front. It should have had the nuclear green wheels on the back. I actually have a pair of nuclear green wheels that I can put on this. It runs well. Really complete mower. I do believe the handle's wrong. It should have had a yellow handle to match, I believe. Let me bring you guys in here. I'll zoom you around a little bit. So yeah, she's definitely the infamous Buttercup yellow. I mean, she's got some wobbly wheels there, but she's still kind of hanging on. Now, if we come in here, magnesium deck. Now, if you have one of these and they're cracked, don't try to weld it because you'll burn your house down. Magnesium is extremely flammable. That's why if you ever get that block from like Carburetor or whatever, that is a block of magnesium. If you chip shavings off of it and hit it with the slightest little spark, they go up like mad. But as you can see, this thing is in real good shape for as old as it is. The only flaw that I found with the deck on it, oh, wait a minute, there is a crack right there, isn't there? I didn't see that before. Yep. Okay, so she's a little rougher than I'd hoped, but there's a crack there. I do believe there's a chunk missing right here. All right. But anyway, she's still complete. She's got all the original decals still there. The model number is gone. It should have either been right here on the shroud or should have been on a tag under here somewhere. It is gone. So, but that's okay. We do know that it rolls over. It does have compression. Put you guys back up on the tripod stand. So the lady that I got this off of, she said that it did run when it was put away. I tend to believe that. If her husband was a Sears repairman and he loved lawn boys, I see no reason why it wouldn't be a runner. So we're going to go ahead and start diving into this. The first thing I want to check on this, we already know it rotates. I want to look in this fuel tank and see what's in there. Okay, that smells like varnish. Let me get my drain pan. Alright, we'll dump that up. Get that nasty old fuel and oil mix out of there. Smells like it's been sitting for a while. I don't know how long, but it's definitely been sitting for a minute. Now we're going to get a look at the underside of the deck. There's that crack. It's not too bad. The muffler's in good shape. Blades actually looks fairly fresh on it too. Looks real good. All things considered. I'll try and get as much of that out as I can. Oh boy. It's a good thing these are lightweight. Oh. They're light, but they're not light, you know. The older you get, the heavier things get. Okay. I want to be gentle on these vintage wheels, though, because, man, you put a little bit of side pressure on them, they like to crack and break. All kinds of stuff. I mean, it smells like mostly oil and varnish. So, there's that. sag at. Got sludge off the side of that fuel tank there. Alright, let me get some fuel. We'll put some, you know what? Yeah, do that. Alright, I got my mixture here. I got my Lucas synthetic 2-stroke oil. Mixed with some good non-ethanol fuel. We're going to throw a little bit of that in there. So now we know we have some good fuel in the tank. Alright, let's go ahead and check her for, well, I ought to pull that plug, have a look see at it. It is a beautiful fall morning here in Illinois. It's about 37 degrees out. It's supposed to be 60 something today. It's definitely getting colder. Definitely you can tell winter's coming now. It's got a champion in it. CJ14 it says. And it looks pretty good. I mean, for a 2-stroke, it's got a decent burn pattern on it. Maybe a hair rich on the oil side, which is, you know, that's kind of what you want to see on a lawnboy. It smells good. I do think I'm going to throw a little bit of penetrating oil in there just to try to get all the compression. I'm going to try to get all the compressions up. When it's cold out like this, we're going to need every bit of them. Piston looks nice and carboned up like they should. Go ahead and rotate her over a little bit. Fighting the recoil there. I better use the recoil. That clicking sound kind of puts me a little bit. Oh yeah, she's definitely got compression. It'll move the whole mower. Well, we got that out. I guess we better check for spark. We probably won't have none though. Alright, ignition's on. Oh, we do got fire. Imagine that. That was pretty cool. Let me bring you guys in so you can see that. Nice hot spark. All right, well that's great news. So we can put our little champion plug back in. Hopefully we'll get this thing fired up and on all the original parts. Hopefully the carburetor is good. So we know we got spark. We know we got some fresh fuel. Guess maybe we should just shoot for the moon and see what happens here. So let me go ahead and turn the fuel on and we'll see if it starts gushing out of the carburetor. Fuel is on. Pull our choke up. And what do you say we give her a couple of tugs and see if she'll actually light for us? Here goes nothing. anything through the carburetor, because it should have hit by now. Let me flip this around so you guys can see what's happening. This right here is your ignition on off. Here's your carburetor. I'm going to go ahead and pull the screen out. What's probably a nasty, yep, I should have checked that first. The air filter is degrading right in my hand. That's wonderful. Nothing left of that. All right. So that right there probably ought to tell me that it's been sitting longer than I thought. Don't know why I didn't think to check that. I usually remember to check that on all of them. I made a mess on that one, shouldn't I? Should have done that. Need some carb spray. Try to get as much of that crap out of there as I can. Okay. Alright, well, we know we lubed the cylinder, so I'm just going to give her a little tickle of this carb cleaner down the gap. Just a little bit. Okay, choke is shut. Let's go ahead and see what happens now. Carburetor trouble. Working through some carburetor trouble, probably some of that old nasty fuel being a little gummed up. You hear the RPMs going up and down, so the started. Probably that needle valve sticking a little bit, or that crappy fuel's getting in there, bringing the RPMs down. Otherwise, sounds like it's running pretty good. Fuel off, we're run the carb all dry, we're going to tear that carburetor apart. Running a long time. There she's out. All right. Well, that was better than expected. So I guess the next thing we need to do is get that carburetor off of there so that we can make this thing run the way it deserves to run. So maybe we can mow with it today, because our backyard does need mowed. And I sold every running push mower I had. So let's try to get you guys down here so you can see what's happening. One of the best things about these old lawn boys is they got these little thumb screws down here, so you can literally take the bowl off on the machine without pulling the carburetor. We're going to do that first and kind of inspect it and see what's going on here. So let's see here, righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's righty. We need to go lefty. We're just going to go ahead and pull the thumb screws out. Now I got a whole basket full of these carburetors down the basement. So if I need parts, I probably got them. Well, the whole small town's pretty busy this morning. There's people running around everywhere. Now, I'm not going to pull that one all the way out just yet. Come over here. Start pulling this guy down a little bit. Give her a little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. There we go. There she's starting to come loose. Now we'll take them out. Oh yeah. see. Come on out there, little woolly booger. Oh. Let's let our float up. Then we can get our bowl out. Oh yeah, look at that nice piece of trash. It's a big old honking turd right there. Look at all that. Goodness gracious. Need to go get my pick so I can get the float out. Okay. Come on, you know you want to move. Maybe you don't want to move. I'm going to try and cheat this thing just a little bit here. I'm going to take my smallest piece of tag wire. We're going to try to go up that jet in the center. In all reality, this carburetor should come off. And I'll probably do that at another date, but just for the sake of getting her running for today, I'm going to do as little as possible. I mean, it already runs, but getting it to run good enough to mow with, because right now it's not running good enough to mow with, I don't think. All right. Oh, fraggle. Get our fresh can under here. Try and blow some carb cleaner up that jet too. I don't know if we'll be able to or not, but we're going to try it. We got something up there. I've seen something come out of it. That's good. That needle and seat's kind of loose in there, it looks like. Spray this nasty bowl out. Get all that crap out of there. Goodness gracious, that's dirty. Alright, let's put her back together and see what we got. Hopefully not a big old fuel leak now. Sometime later when I have more time, I'll order a kit. Go totally through this carburetor, put everything new in it. But for today, it'd just be kind of nice to run her around the backyard and mow some stuff with it. Because I do got other stuff I gotta get to today. Unfortunately. Had jury duty yesterday. That was a treat, let me tell you. Oh, anything that's got to do with the government and their processes takes forever and is unorganized. It goes in this one. Yeah. How you guys doing today out there in YouTube land? Are you okay? Family's doing well, I hope. Oh, I think things are actually getting better on my end. We're doing really good here. Everybody's health seems to be coming back up. I don't know. Fall's just one of my favorite seasons. The leaves are changing. Getting ready to head into winter. Working on a few last lawnmowers here before wintertime comes, you know. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn our fuel back on. This fuel line might be a problem too. We should probably, well, I don't know if I got any small enough. I don't want a chance that killing the whole video. Alright, let's turn the fuel back on. Get you guys zoomed on back out here a little bit. Well, I was just checking. It looks like I'm about out of air filter foam, so that's unfortunate. Might have to get some more of that. We're going to go ahead and put the stream back in it. Just try and keep anything out of there that, you know, big particles. Okay. So what's your guys' prediction? How many licks is it going to take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop on this? Meaning, how many pulls is it going to take to get it fired up? And do you think I made any change at all by doing what I just did? Set the choke. Go. One pull. Choke off. Trying to stall out. Seems to run better now, doesn't she? I guess we made a difference. So what do you say we go cut some grass with it? See what it's going to do. I mean, it's morning out and the grass is kind of wet yet. Looked like underneath the deck somebody was cutting wet grass with it before. We'll go load her down a little and see what she's going to do. Really fragile. One thing you got to remember is mower's from 1970. Things were a little different back then. This is only an 18-inch deck. It's what they called an economy model. Wasn't the fanciest girl on the block, in other words. But we're going to take it out here and try and mow some wet grass. You can see in spots it's pretty thick. It's probably about 6-8 inches high. Other spots, not so much. But, yeah, let's get her fired up and see what she does. It's a pleasure to mow with something like this. Oh, come on, don't choke. Oh my goodness. I am truly impressed. What a great little mower. I didn't even sharpen the blade on it. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera or not, but man, what a cut. I don't know if you guys will be able to see those lines or not, but that right there is a cut that you're only going to get with a quality piece of machinery like a lawnboy or a Toro or a higher end, higher end mower. But this was an economy model for 1970. Probably one of the cheaper lawnboys you could buy. I don't know if I'm going to sell this one or not, to be honest, because I probably won't find another one. I mean, if I get hard up for some cash, I probably will. I'll probably turn it loose. But otherwise, I'll probably run her out of gas, put a little bit of fogging oil in it, and shove it in the shed and mow with it next spring. Like I said, I got to swap those wheels out on the back. I'm not going to worry about the crack in the deck. There's not much you can do on a magnesium deck. I know there are people out there that can fix them. I'm not one of those people. But I think this one, as long as it's taken care of and put up properly and everything else, I think this mower's probably got another 30 years in it at least. It runs great. I can't believe it. It never bogged, never surged, never nothing. And to think that a guy named Evan Root took one of his boat motors, put him on a lawnmower, and that's how you wound up with a two-stroke lawnmower. History on these things is amazing. The fact that they just keep going and how easy they are to work on is incredible. All I had to do this thing, you guys saw it. I lubed the cylinder, I drained the old fuel out, put new fuel in, ran a piece of tag wire up through the main gun. And I just mowed my entire backyard. It never shut off, never died, never sputtered once. It runs amazing. But anyway, I guess what I'm getting at is just because something seems old doesn't mean it needs to be scrapped or gotten rid of. Sometimes the oldest machines are the best ones. Sometimes the stuff you find on the side of the road, they're still good in it. Bring it home, get it running, guys. If nothing else, sell it and make a few bucks. Or pass it on to a family member that's in hard times. It's not that hard. You guys can do this. Even if you have no mechanical skills, you can still watch one of my videos. Use the basic mechanical skills that I show you. Maybe go buy a $3 can of carb cleaner and some two-stroke oil and some gas. I mean, that's not going to break the bank by any means. And you or a family member could have a mower that's going to last you quite possibly the rest of your life, or something that you could even pass down to your children or your grandchildren. I feel like in today's society we give up on people and things way too easily. Everybody's just so concerned with their own stuff. We got this "it's all about me" attitude. It's not all about me. It's not supposed to be all about me. It was never supposed to be all about me. It's about the bigger picture. It's about God above. It's about Jesus dying on the cross to save me from my sins and transgressions and wrong, and your transgressions and sins and wrong. And it's about us coming together in fellowship to lift up our fellow man and make the world a better place through whatever we got to do. Fraggle just said amen. Hear that? So I guess what I'm getting at is the world would be a much better place if we stopped focusing on us and our problems, and we helped each other with our problems and lifted everybody up. That's what I'm getting at here. I really pray that some of you guys out there, I know most of you have been watching the channel for a long time, and hey, 400 subscribers, thank you. I really appreciate it. That means that's 400 people that we could reach for Jesus and teach about a dying art of, lawnmowers and carburetors and small engines. Thank you, Fraggle. Everybody hears you. But anyway, I know I've probably rambled for like 2 or 3 minutes now, but there's nothing more important to me than God. God is first, wife is second, kids are third. Below that, this stuff, I mean, I love it. It is important to me, but that's not the most important thing in my life. God above is number one. And if you keep God number want above all else, everything else in your life will fall into place. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a great day. God bless you.